good.
Full disclaimer, all content previously shown on this channel is subpar and does not display my actual skill level of content creation.
Except Women's Day.
Except that
which
one.
Is amazing.
And there's a few ones. I had to take down my best videos because of people.
I like the one you made for Drake.
Yeah, which they can't see that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rishi does have a couple good videos on his channel. So.
The ones I put in effort into, I had to take down.
Yeah, okay.
That's just life though.
Isn't that ironic?
And without further ado, I'm gonna put this phone down and do a body slam onto the table.
Dude, you're gonna break something.
I wish I got your face. What's up? On this episode, I reached 1,000 minus 900 subscribers. I said 1,000 on accident. I wish I swore more on my things.
It's definitely more entertaining, but like...
What, me swearing? All y'all No, I'm kidding. What's up? On this episode, the lighting sucks. We just reached 100 subscribers, and this episode is basically a like celebration type podcast. These bother me so much. They remind me of two that are like different friends. Where you guys get to watch us actually do the podcast. We're gonna answer a lot of the questions that you guys have about me, about who I am, about what I'm doing, what's going on this channel, that kind of stuff. Lighting is hard, dude. So let's get into it. Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, April 7th. Today is a very special day. I'm releasing my music video in honor of reaching 100 subscribers. Why do I keep saying 100? 1,000? I know, it's the wrong thing again. I always just say the wrong thing. That's life, man.
It's so funny.
I'm always going to get it wrong. In honor of getting 100 subscribers, I'm releasing a Q&A type interview podcast kind of thing that I'm taking a vlog of. So you guys get to watch him. Imran, my co-host, my producer, kind of whatever we're gonna call you, friend. Co-host sounds so cool. I love the word co-host.
Co-host and good friend. Best friend is also good.
My Imran is...
If you say best friend, that'll
I can't, I have to tweet that. Or tweet? Delete. Beep. There we go, I have to beep that.
You can do that.
What? I will.
Okay.
I will.
Yes, please do. I'll show my friends.
He's gonna be here asking me a lot of questions, grilling me, getting into my personal life, asking what about Vision, what is it, why are you guys here, what's this channel about? So, without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome back to Vision Out Loud, episode
3, something like that.
Episode 3. We've got 3 whole episodes down now. This is impressive.
Very impressive.
Yeah, okay.
Today's a special day.
Today's a special day. We just reached 100 subscribers, not 1,000. And in honor of that, we have Imran here, my friend, co-host, and producer.
Well, I'm always here on your podcast. So
yeah.
It's not in honor.
They don't need to know that, man. This is for the video. We have Imran here interviewing me, basically. Asking me a bunch of questions about my personal life, about Vision, about the music video that I just released, or am releasing, and some other things, I guess.
Yeah, it was a really good video, so we're going to talk about that.
Well, you filmed it. You're really just going to hype up your own filming like that?
Yeah.
Anyway, those are the guys listening. Those are the guys. Those are the people listening through audio. We are currently actually filming this. I don't know why I pointed to the camera. You guys can't see that. We're currently filming this podcast for whatever new subscribers or new viewers are coming to this channel. Just because I just released a music video and they might want to like know who I am. That's basically it.
Besides the music video.
Hold up. First thing, disclaimer to the new people on this channel. Don't go back and watch my old videos.
Why?
Except for the Women's Day one, which they're not good.
I also filmed, which was good.
Full disclaimer, all content previously shown on this channel is subpar and does not display my actual skill level of content creation.
Except Women's Day.
Except that one.
Which was amazing.
And there's a few ones. I had to take down my best videos because of people.
I like the one you made for Drake.
Yeah, which they can't see that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rishi does have a couple good videos on his channel. So.
The ones I put in effort into, I had to take down.
Yeah, okay.
That's just life though.
Isn't that ironic?
And without further ado, I'm gonna put this phone down and we're gonna get into it.
Before we get into it, I want to congratulate you on 100 subscribers.
Thank you.
Amazing.
You were instrumental in that, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think I was.
Maybe not instrumental, but like...
I like to think that I was.
Maybe like a lower form of audio.
Okay, let's keep going.
Okay,
He didn't make the shot.
I definitely made the shot.
He did not make the shot. You just want to make yourself feel better. Just because it's the 100th like subscriber doesn't mean you.
Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this video short and cut off Imran, because he's gonna be talking way too much as usual. And
Oh my god.
but yeah, I know you guys have precious time, so I'm not gonna try to take up too much of that. So,
Yeah. Okay. So should we start?
You should start.
Okay. So yeah, the first question that I actually have for you is, why is it called Vision?
What's it?
This whole thing that you're doing.
Why is
Because
it called
Rishi, if you don't already know, which you probably should know if you're watching his videos, you have Instagram, you have Snapchat, and you have YouTube videos, obviously.
Twitter.
All like under the name of Vision.
Out loud.
Well, Vision and Vision Out Loud are separate, right?
They're one thing. Okay, so let me explain.
So please explain that.
First of all, for those people watching that are new or listening that are new, my name is Rishi Kumar. I'm a senior in computer science at the University of Illinois. And I, on the side, do a lot of random things, like make vlogs, make YouTube videos, do random skits once in a blue moon. I do music, a lot of music things. There's a lot of legit things I do too on the side, like with the university that people don't know about. We're currently working on a music production, like a whole like new degree, maybe even a college long term.
That's insane.
That's a long term
Sick.
thing that I really want happening here.
Yeah.
Apart from that, there's just so much that more than I can talk about. Like I'm currently managing Logan Starks. Kago is a new artist. His name is Logan Chicago Starks. He's
also
his stuff is so good, and I wish I could link it here, but I can't because all of it is unreleased.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm on board is I'm helping him push to release things and get the business side of things down.
Extremely talented guy.
Very talented guy, good friend of mine, great person. People sometimes misread him, but yeah, he's got some haters out there, but he's cool. He's really good music, and if you stick around on this channel, you'll be seeing a lot of his stuff too. Partly because I'll be managing him as best as I can with my time constraints.
Yeah.
And then there's other things I do. I don't know. I'm working on an app right now. My goal with it was like music and artists and content creator focused.
Right.
I'm shifting that actually. I haven't told you this. I'm shifting that focus now just to be everyone. Like I was trying to niche. I'm thinking now about making it the entire whole world. Like in the sense that like my market size now should be unlimited because my goal is to just, I don't want to say change the way people meet, but enhance the way people meet. Because you have Facebook and LinkedIn to manage your network. Tinder helps you meet people, but socially. But like, or romantically.
Did you want to tell them what?
And I don't want to go too much into the idea, but like it's about that kind of thing.
It's a startup
so
idea, right?
that's one of the ideas I have, the main one I want to work on.
Sure.
So that's going on. That could be something I'm doing this summer in San Francisco, but we'll see. We're currently Chicago based, for those that don't know.
Yeah.
Meaning most of you. But yeah, I don't know, what was your question?
My question was...
What is Vision?
Yeah,
okay, sorry. Like I said, he's going to be doing most of the talking here.
I roll. Go on.
But Vision is basically my brand. Vision is what I guess I wanted people to call me, but now I don't know about that anymore.
Yeah.
Eventually we'll get there. Once I'm more legit, people will start calling me it, I guess. I don't feel like I deserve it yet. Vision Out Loud is the brand behind it. It's my handle on everything. It's basically me out loud, right? Like Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. It's just my platform to be out loud. But Vision is more than just about me. It's part of the reason I changed it from what it used to be called, which was one called Vision, meaning a person called Vision, to Vision Out Loud, was because I thought it was a little too conceited, the vibe wasn't right. It was too centered on me. So I wanted to shift that to be just like Vision Out Loud could mean anyone out loud, you know, like, because you have your own vision for life. You have your own things you want to do, places you see yourself. And vision is about like really just anything that you dream in your head, you can become and do. And like whatever you imagine is your limit, really, apart from like reality and things like that. And
do you think that
the out loud part is telling people to do it unapologetically and have no regrets about wanting it and doing it.
Right. So you explained what Vision was, you know, with the name you call yourself. But what is how should people reach out to you on social media, essentially?
So if you want to actually follow any of my things, like if you want to find my YouTube channel, even though you're probably watching it right now, but for those listening, Vision Out Loud is the tag, is the handle. That's
Vision
the way
is what he's called, but Vision Out Loud is actually what you should type in on YouTube and stuff if you're looking for him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. And I think that also ties into like my next question, which is like, what exactly is it about?
That's a good
You said a lot of
question. So I get that a
inspirational
lot. Like, people always think I'm just about motivation and that kind of stuff, and I've grown to really dislike that word because of the content. Like, the way people say it to me is just not pleasing.
Most of your content, there's a lot of
And
quotes.
people
that
scorn,
usually
like,
post.
people say motivation to me in such a, like, frowned down upon way. It's like, oh, this guy's just, like, doing motivational content. And it's just, it's very distasteful. That's not what I'm about. Like, my channel is undetermined at this point, right? Like, what it's gonna niche to, what it's gonna actually become about, is undetermined because I don't know where my life is headed yet. Like, it could go in so many different directions. Some of the things I talked about, like music management, music itself, like me making music, someone else making music.
Right.
I recently met Zach Knight, and I'm hoping to be able to work with him. If that happens, then that's gonna take things a completely different direction. Most of my content would become his content, really, so I don't know if I'd even be posting on this channel. If I end up doing startup stuff, it would go entrepreneurial. If I end up just working like 9 to 5 doing like consulting or software engineering, it could be just a normal lifestyle vlog. I'll always be documenting what I'm doing and working on the brand, and eventually I'll have merch and other things like that, I hope. But
So that's where you see vision in 10 years?
that's not 10 years, that's like a year.
A
or 2.
year.
But like,
Interesting.
yeah, like what I'm saying is vision right now isn't one specific thing. And I founded the whole thing off of that concept, vision was really founded off of the premise that you don't need to have a well-defined or defined at all vision
Right.
to begin. It's not that I didn't have one, it's that you don't need to tell the world it, right? Like, I get so much hate for like not having no one knows what I'm doing really, but I do it anyway. And it takes some kind of thing in here, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's some kind of fortitude, some kind of conviction that you need to be able to do in the face of like everyone telling you to stop. Like, I get so many people to just be like, yo, I don't get what you're doing, you should just stop.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be surprised, people literally tell me to stop.
Does that
like,
motivate you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like nothing else. It's just
Awesome.
like, I laugh so hard. It's not so hard, but it's just like in my head, I'm
Oh,
just,
God.
because I know where it's going to end up. Like, I see where it's going, and that's the vision piece of it. Like, no one else knows where this is going.
Yeah.
And I can't dictate, like, I can't like articulate where it's actually going to be, because I don't fully know.
Uh-huh.
I just know the magnitude of where this is going,
Yeah.
and people don't see it. And they don't, because part of it is they don't understand what's actually happening in the ecosystem of
Right.
2018. Like,
Uh-huh.
the world, they don't understand, like, there's people literally making $500,000. This is from Gary Vee's book. It's not just a random thing. Like, there's someone that was once a nobody, became a somebody, just by cutting things in half and uploading videos of that onto YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Literally, their entire channel is just cutting things in half.
That's
And
insane.
they're making millions of dollars. And that's the world we live in. It's not just one person. Like, the book Crushing It, which Gary Vee just released, will completely redefine your mind frame of mindset of the world.
Uh-huh.
And just, people don't understand what's possible. Like, this podcast that we're doing today could turn into a $200,000 thing.
Could.
And I will turn it into something at least bigger than, like, you know, like,
Right.
I already have guests lined up for the future. Like, people don't see what's happening behind the scenes for a lot of things I'm doing.
There are a lot of big things coming out,
But
right? Essentially.
it's not big, just steps, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
But yeah, you
Sorry
were
to go on
telling
a
me about.
tangent.
No, it's fine. You were telling me before about how you are on and off camera, which is pretty much the same person, and that's what vision is.
Yeah.
You said, girl, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, when people think of vision, they just think of this guy who like likes to help people. But you also say that kind of guy, the very like benevolent kind of like, you know, I'll help you like with what your problem is. I'll help you reach your dreams if that's what you truly want. You're also like that off camera too.
I'm
And
more like that off camera than I
So
am
you're
on.
saying like essentially like he's not fake. Like Rishi's always like this in person.
I'm not trying to say I'm real or anything like that, because that's just, to me, that's fake. But
Yeah, if you claim
what I'm trying to say, like, I'm not fully comfortable on camera yet. Like, the things I do with people, like the conversations I have to like pull you out of your shell, like, you know what I'm talking about.
This
right?
is pulling me out of my shell. I'm
But
not
like,
used
you know
to
the
YouTube
real thing I'm
videos.
talking about, the photography stuff.
Yeah, the photography.
So that deep, like 2-hour conversation we had where I just grilled you and like really just hammered at what was in here
Yeah.
and pulled that out. I've done that with other people. And
But I'm saying it's not justified. With
and
me.
those things are not, I don't believe you, but like,
But I told you, I'm not like super serious. I'm not.
well, we'll get into that some other time,
That's
but like,
intricate and another thing, guys.
there's, regardless of whether you're serious, there's something there that you weren't acknowledging, so that was my point. But like, that kind of stuff that I do a lot with people,
Mhm.
a lot, and just whatever it is, helping people through their problems and a lot of stuff, none of it's on camera, man. Like,
I think like
so much, and that's what Gary Vee does. His like so much of his content, I don't know if you've seen this, but like, he has people call in, and he has people like in real life that come up to him and will ask him about something they're dealing with, and he just cuts through it and like makes them see the real, and helps them out of whatever mindset they're in, right? And so I do that with people a lot. It's just none of it makes it on the camera.
I think if I were like, if I had any friends who didn't know about vision, I'd be like, it's this figure who likes helping people out, who likes helping people realize their dreams,
So
are
that's,
not
I
too
guess-
like unobtainable. Like you said something
That's
about
just
like
a new thing though. Like people, like 10 years ago, I wouldn't have said the same thing.
interesting. You didn't mention that before.
Yeah, like
I thought you were always like
the
this
world
thing.
has changed so fast. Like now, it's just Facebook and all those other things. Like
So I think I asked you like why you wanted to start Vision, and like you said something about the timing of like when you started
Yeah.
it, and you said like right now is the time, because if you start
Now
later,
is the
YouTube
time.
is gonna like condense
everything
into
is
more
becoming
artists.
more saturated.
Mhm.
Not just YouTube. Like whether you're looking at it from a business point of view, where if you're trying to market your business on Instagram, for example, or Facebook, or AdWords,
Yeah.
like Google AdWords, those kind of things. Like attention is so cheap right now. If you wanted to get a Super Bowl ad playing, you'd have to pay millions of dollars. To do the same thing on YouTube or somewhere else,
Yeah.
so inexpensive comparatively, and that's where, like, I can market, if I post on Instagram right now, I can promote that and get it boosted so high for like $5.
Speaking about like the marketing and promotion
Yeah.
stuff, can you tell me a little bit about how you promoted the music video that we
Honestly,
kinda
it's
sort
not
of made?
much. Like, I finished editing it today.
Well, you said you were gonna have a quota if you have like 100.
Yeah, I mean,
that kind of
so people call that promotion. Like, I thought you meant like
That's
paid-
kind of
paid
like
content promotion.
It's like you're motivating people to
Yeah, so
subscribe.
the thing was, I was at 81 subscribers yesterday. I'm
Crazy.
currently at 100.
That's crazy. It's
And
like two-
it's so weird to say I'm actually at 100, but like, yeah,
And you get your own custom URL, so you
Hopefully, I hope that they didn't
you-
change that.
Yeah. Set
But
it out.
literally, I just went out on campus yesterday. I was
Oh yeah.
after class. I was
You
like,
told
all
me
right,
that.
let me just take like a half hour to go and get some subscribers.
Yeah.
So I went out, found Indian people, and like, hey, I'm releasing a.
I love how you said I just found Indian people.
I just found people that seemed like they would like Zach Knight, and I was like, hey, do you know
I
this
think-
guy? And if they did, I told them I'm releasing a cover. If not, I just told them.
You should probably tell them who Zach Knight is, because I
So,
bet a lot of people.
Zach Knight is, how do I say this? He's a
a pop singer, right? From the
he's
UK.
a Western urban
Pakistani.
Indian Bollywood hybrid fusion whatever artist. He makes a lot of music. A lot of it's Bollywood inspired, like Indian, but he does have like some just Western stuff too. He used to do covers of just Western people as well.
Yeah.
He's really blown up. He has 300K followers on Instagram now.
Some of his
and
videos have like 3 million.
300 million views
Oh,
on his
300 million.
on his.
Oh,
Biggie.
because some
yeah.
of I actually just noticed yesterday that some of his music, what is it, some of his music? His music is featured in some Bollywood movies.
Just
so
happened,
that
yeah.
I guess that's why it's like blown up to like epic
Well,
proportions. But like,
That's not why.
or, I mean, I'm not
said-
saying he's not good,
yeah.
but like I'm just saying that's. Could
Well,
be a
actually, so
potential
here's what
reason.
happened with that
Because
specific
you know how
example.
Bollywood movies are fucking,
Right.
you know, like crazy.
With that example, his best song, Bum Diggy, which you like,
I really
that got like 68 million views or more. And after that happened, he got approached, or while that was happening, he got approached by T-Series or whoever it was to like use that song
Right.
in a film. So because that song was doing so well, it got used in a film.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he started in a film and then because of that, it's more of because of his music success, he got put in a film, which I think is so much cooler.
Oh yeah. That's dope.
But anyway, I met him actually on Sunday, and so like, I talked to him, showed him some of my stuff, or sent him some of my stuff, kind of, and we'll see if I get the chance to like do something with him. I want to help him. I have a value proposition for him, which is to help him grow his fan base and connect more with his fans and those kind of things. I also don't want to talk too much about that, but that's something that I want to hopefully be able to do. That would be cool. It's a long shot.
How are you thinking about growing Vision out? Like Vision, I was gonna say Vision out loud. How are you thinking about growing your brand over time? You mentioned a business of sorts, and yeah. I don't
It
know.
will happen. I trust. So a lot of things in life, just in general, I just trust life and I trust myself to make it happen, kind of thing.
Like getting promotion deals from like companies, and would
oh,
you
you're
sponsor
talking about like as a career?
anything? Like how would you
Yeah.
build?
So it really depends. Like if I want to just be a vlogger, which I don't think I want to do, that's a different route than if I'm doing music, you know? Because if
Yeah,
I'm,
it's really different.
they're quite different. But like both of them are branding. branding, marketing, everything goes into all of it,
But
which
I
is
think-
why I've started already.
I think you did tell me that like one thing that would be secure is vision itself. Like there's the name, like the brand. You would always just grow that,
Yeah,
if anything.
unless I start working with Zach or something. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's something that'll stay, because no matter what I'm doing, whether it's software engineering or music or whatever,
Yeah.
unless I do decide the name vision is just not appropriate, which I don't think is going to happen, this is just something I'll always be doing. You know, like no matter what I'm doing, this will always be growing on the side.
If you're going to be doing this for a long time, what do you think the structure of your channel is going to be? In terms of like, will it mostly
I'll
be
tell
vlogs,
you what it's supposed to be.
music videos?
So I can't tell you too much of what's going to happen because I don't know. Like if you just look at the past few months themselves, like I've jumped from vlogging to podcasting to music videos.
It's just spontaneity based. Like you
So
just whatever
it's
is
not
going on in
based.
your
Like
life.
I'm currently tasting a lot because I'm 22. I'm 22, which I view as 12, and
That's weird.
because when you're 12 years old, let's talk about this. So when you're 12 years old, at least when I was 12 years old, I was doing soccer, basketball, violin, piano, music, like drums. I was tasting some water polo, like randomest things.
Water polo,
like
so random.
But the point is, my parents, and I really love them for this, exposed me to so many different things.
It's a good thing.
And then when I was like 16, 15, 17, whatever, they were like, all right, now it's time to choose. You know, like
Yeah.
now you got to focus on one thing and be good at that. And that was basketball for me and drums, which is already more than most. Like usually it's just one, but like that was my two things. And so that's what I'm doing right now. Is like I came to college and like computer science is good. I like certain aspects of it, but I also know I'm naturally bent towards something else.
Creative side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like I'm tasting a lot. Like I'm trying different things.
Yeah.
And that's what this era of vision is. Like the beginning of it is me trying out all these different things, and you're gonna see me improve. Like if you go back to my last video, like our last meeting from last year, like my first video to now, man, I never would have imagined I would be able to create what I just created, like the music video.
Yeah. So
And
you
that's the
think you
growth.
went-
Music-wise, I've also grown wildly. People didn't get to see it too much because I didn't get to release my last track,
Yeah.
which was the one I was supposed to release on April 1st, but didn't happen.
That would have been a
but
joke.
my growth music-wise
You
too,
didn't
just
get the joke.
what?
April 1st. Anyway.
Sorry. But yeah, my growth music-wise has been also like off the charts, and a lot of it is mentors for certain. Like meeting Logan really has changed the game. So like he helped me learn how to produce and different things.
Right.
But I mean, at the same time, it's also doing it. Like mentors are good, but also just putting myself through it,
Yeah.
and the nights that I spent up and those kind of things.
Mhm.
That's what really pushed my
So,
elevated my game.
Could you tell people like why you actually made this music video?
Yeah. So okay, the music video.
Which is
There's
of
a whole
course,
story
the
behind it.
cover from Zach
Um,
Knight, but that's not the reason why you made it.
There's the main reason, if I had to say just one, was to learn. I wanted to learn about myself and about the process.
And this is also like the first time you sang, just to
Yeah,
test
so that's
your voice.
there's so many different things I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn if I could sing, like just raw, straight up. I wanted to learn if I can make myself sound good singing, meaning auto-tune, Melodyne, like reverb,
And
EQ, all
Melodyne's
those
like the
things.
software. That
Yeah, sorry. Those are, so Melodyne is basically auto-tune, which is, you guys know what auto-tune is. There's a huge stigma against auto-tune, which now that I've gone through the process, I understand is completely not valid. Like, most people think of auto-tune in such a negative light.
Like you
And that's
using
changing.
auto-tune to make yourself
It's
sound
like, oh, he
better.
doesn't actually sound good, he's just using auto-tune. He can't
But
actually
you're saying
sing.
it's not about
That's
the
not
quality
the
of the
case.
person, it's about the quality of the overall song. That's
No, no, I'm saying
or
like, when people say this thing where it's like, oh, he can't actually sing, he's just auto-tuned. Maybe sometimes that's
oh,
true.
Oh, they're just like phrasing it in a way that kind of like makes them look better.
Well, people think, like, genuinely think that people can't sing and they just use auto-tune to make themselves sound good.
Okay, the idea is wrong.
That's not necessarily always true.
Yeah.
Because I can sing well enough.
Uh-huh.
I don't need auto-tune.
Hmm.
There's places where enhancement helps, but everyone's doing that.
And in the music video, he did sing very
People
well.
don't realize, like, in concerts live, people have their mic on auto-tune.
I didn't even know that. He told me that a week ago. I'm like, really?
Like,
you said popular singers do that.
everyone's
I didn't
doing it
know that.
apparently.
I
Apparently,
did
don't take
not.
my word for it, but, like,
No.
apparently everyone's doing it.
Interesting.
And I've seen it happen live. Like, I've seen concerts on campus where people are literally setting up
Live
before the
stream.
concert. No, like, our students.
Oh, our students.
I've seen our students setting up in the union or like a music
Oh,
building.
like in the...
Like before the
Yeah,
concert,
right.
as they're setting up their things, like they're turning on auto-tune, checking the levels, making
So
sure it's
weird.
not too high, and it's like, dang, okay. But there's
It's
also
really-
you also have acoustic singers and other people like that.
Yeah.
So like not everyone's doing it, but like I think what you don't realize also is like an acoustic track. Like if I just go grab my guitar and I'm
How much does it get recorded?
so that gets sent to like a producer who goes and mixes the whole thing and like manages the level. So it's not like I just take a microphone, record it, and that's it. Like there's so much more that goes on behind the scenes people don't realize.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're actually proud
For
of
the record, we just lost a ton of footage probably, and you just got back to the audio.
Was
and
it
video.
recording when it started?
It should have been.
Okay, then that's fine.
It stops like every 20 minutes.
Why does it do that?
Because that's dumb.
So were you?
Yeah, so I think the last 2 minutes might have been.
Yeah,
cut.
it's fine though. We can edit it out. Were you proud of the final outcome of like your singing?
Yeah.
What does
I
that
was
mean
so
for you?
okay. Back to your question. The entire
Yeah, what
reason
is
I
your
did
goal?
this song
Yeah.
was an experiment. Like that's what my entire year has been. I experimented with doing daily vlogging. I'm experimenting with podcasts right now. I experimented with music to see if I can sound good, how good I can make it. If I can. The next part of this experiment is the release of the song and seeing what people think of it. Because then I'll really get the feedback. And the experiment is really so that I can know like whether I should even consider going into music. Because if people don't like it, maybe I should take a step back, right?
I think one of the important things to consider was you thought this whole thing was a learning process, but you also like, I think you missed out on one of the most important things of the learning process, which is the creativity part, making your own song, writing your
It
own
sounds.
lyrics. and
You would
stuff,
think
right?
that, but I don't think that.
Or did you just want to get like a handle on the mechanical aspects
Yeah.
of everything? That was really it.
It's step by step. So like, I am currently working on original stuff. Part of this was like, if I can sing on a song that's already been done,
Yeah.
then I'll consider singing on my original track.
So if you were gonna do
Like so many,
another-
if you look at YouTube artists,
Yeah.
they start off singing covers. Like a lot of them spend years doing covers and
I mean,
then
yeah, I
finally do
noticed
their
that as a
original music.
trend, right?
Which is because you learn so much just by, there's so many nuances. I could spend the rest of my life covering other artists and still be growing vocally and as a musician, you know?
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, doing original music teaches you a lot. But like, finding your own sound is a struggle sometimes. So like,
I feel that.
it'll be impressive if I do release original music by the end of the year.
Yeah.
But I have stuff, like I definitely have tracks with lyrics attached to them.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I can sing them, you know?
I see.
This thing helped me find out that whether I'm even capable of singing. And we'll see what happens when I show my parents and different people, because it's being released
I'm sure
in a
they'll
few
love
hours.
it.
So.
It was a really good.
I'm really curious, like what I want to try is just like playing the song to them without telling them it's me.
He did this
And
to
then-
me in the car. Like, come on. But it was good enough, so
Yeah.
we had nothing to worry about.
But yeah, to answer your question, what did I think of the actual thing? I liked it. Like it turned out well. And it was impressive to me to see where I could take it from like scratch, like nothing, to this.
Yeah.
It's something, you know, like
For
the
two
thing-
college students, not that, and for Rishi, not you.
The thing that I'm really impressed by is like, and I've noticed this with some of my videos sometimes, is like, it's being evaluated on almost a professional basis. Like when you look at this, do you know what I mean?
The day you showed me like the outcome of it, and I was like,
Like even now, like if you look at this video, you're comparing it to some pretty
because I'm
decent
so
videos.
used to it. Like I mean that's
Because
what
well,
I do as a
everyone
consumer.
watches as a consumer. They watch, but if I showed you like a really bad vlog, you wouldn't be comparing it to like Casey Neistat, right? Like you would at first, but then you instantly lower your standards to be like, okay, this is totally not that.
Yeah,
And
that's
then-
what I did.
But like with this, the standard stays, and that's the coolest thing is that it's just semi-professional. Like you know, like it has that.
Semi.
Meaning amateur professional, like
He did edit over like the really crappy videography that I did, but like, and his editing made it better. But
I think you're really hard on it
I'm.
because you shot it yourself.
It's not
Like
my
Logan
best-
liked it.
It's not my best work because I don't know. We were in a hurry. Remember we were in the library. We were
Yeah.
shooting it,
Dude,
and the woman was
those
like,
last
"You
shots
wanna
turned
try
out
it?"
so well.
I was under
And
pressure.
those
Richie
were-
was like, "All right, do it again," but this time like
We
hold
were
the
being
camera at
kicked out of the
38.
library.
It was crazy.
It was like the library closed at 5. It was like 5:03.
Yeah.
And she was like, "All right, I need you guys to leave." She literally was like, "All right," and I'm like, "All right, one more shot." And
That's
we
so
had like
great.
6.5 more shots to do.
Yeah.
We shot them all in under 3 minutes,
That's impressive.
and they all like I found pieces that worked. Yeah, we only had like
Yeah.
one take from all of them, which
That's
is
called
impressive.
teamwork, guys.
The thing that we that was an insane shoot. We did the whole shoot in under like
That was like
5
the-
hours.
Pretty much like the only stressful part of it, and then the other shots that we had weren't that. Actually, finding the theater room.
For me, it was stressful because like this video didn't. I had a different concept in mind for it.
Yeah.
and then we got to the stage at Krenner, and they took the piano up.
Oh yeah, oh shit, that scene would have been like dope for you if it had worked out.
Yeah, but it's okay, we made it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you already have enough like theater shots in
Yeah.
it, but like
It's interesting. I don't really like filming music videos. It's a hassle.
And this video was music videos in Hindi, so just so you guys know.
Yeah, I'm sure they know that by now. Anyway, anything else?
I don't think so, dude. I think we
Good
covered
stuff.
the basic essential stuff.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Definitely go check it out.
For those that are wondering if I'm going to be doing more music in the future, definitely will be, but just like not this high of a scale. Like this was a pretty like decent production.
It's the first
and
time.
it was a spring break project, so I had some time. But I might do some piano covers here and there. I'm really bad at doing like long-term work. Like if I started a cover today and then tried doing it over the course of a month, I would be so impatient. I'd want to finish it. Like I'd just not sleep and be like, okay, no, I want to get it out now.
We have finals coming up.
I know. No, I'm just saying. That's why I don't start. Actually, one of the reasons that I don't do music is because the second I start, I just lose myself in it. Like I will ignore everything else.
That's what happened spring break, right?
Yeah.
You were in the studio trying to like make everything.
Imran was asking
Jimmy
me.
John's like, well, how
That's
late
the
at
only thing
night?
that's open and delivers that fast at night.
It's pretty funny. And you're rushing in like to the music building, like
Oh yeah, the
hoping that
music
you
building
could get
locks
in.
at 10.
Yeah.
So I was always trying to get in there right at night. So I was in there all night.
Your music studio is pretty lit, quite literally. It's really, really nice. I understand why you stay up late there. It's
a vibe.
really, I can understand why he gets lost in his work. It's a great place and also like a good place for concentration.
Yeah. And that's why I like working at night, is no one bothers me. There's no texts, there's no nothing. Not that I would respond to them if they were, but like, you know, it's just,
It's great.
nighttime is, I work at night. Like it's currently 2 a.m. Like that's just how I operate, I guess.
operate like that too. So
It's pretty,
otherwise
I've found so many people recently, like that girl I was telling you about, who like,
which
super high energy, loved her, Shelly.
Oh yeah.
She also like is kind of nocturnal. It's great. Like I love people that don't sleep.
You'll find a lot of nocturnal people in college because that's what it turns you into.
Yeah.
An owl. But yeah.
Anyway,
all that stuff.
I always feel so guilty for taking people's time watching my content. But I'm guessing, like, if you're watching it, you want to be watching it. So there's that.
They could always
I think part of the
unsubscribe.
reason, dude, is like did you just say they can unsubscribe?
Yeah, at any time.
You
Don't
can also just
unsubscribe.
close out of the window. You don't have to unsubscribe.
Please don't unsubscribe. I'll feel bad if someone unsubscribes.
I think part of it is like, because I always watch content, in the back of my head I'm like, I should be studying. And that's why I feel bad for people watching this.
How do you feel bad for them though?
Because I know the trap of like wanting to, like, you know when you're watching YouTube and you shouldn't be?
I'm the kind of person that manages my time well enough.
Yeah.
I've had moments like that, but not a lot.
Okay.
I know a lot of people.
I'm the
do that.
person to like, I was managing my time fine, but then I opened YouTube.
Yeah.
And then that's why I feel bad
I get
about
that
YouTube videos.
sometimes.
Like I watch them all at double speed. Like
It's funny.
almost all my content.
That's how I watch my lecture videos.
Same.
Same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Really appreciate you being here. Sorry it went a little bit long. Maybe I'll cut it. I probably won't. Anyway, tune in next time. We have a podcast next Saturday that we're recording with 2 new guests. They're just students, but one of them has an app that's released on the App Store, and another one is interested in photography, probably going to do it full time. And then there's him. My voice is going away, and
We should probably end this.
as it goes away, we're also going to go away. So, peace out. Thanks for joining us. Do this.
That's clowning around.
Did we move the shot? Where was the camera before?
Isn't that funny?
That's hilarious,
You
Imran.
tell me to stop clowning around because it's actually like clowns.
Imran, you're a clown.
It's called Imran.
No, what?
Ron, like Ron from Harry Potter.
I ain't about to pronounce it all Indian like.
Amy.
Amy, you're a child.